Hey everyone, so I just got my hands on a Lewitt LCT 441 Flex microphone. I've heard really good things about these, so I'm excited to give it a try in the studio. But first, let's open it up and see what we got inside. Alright, so let's check it out. Pretty nice packaging. Alright. So we start off with a very nice little microphone case. Of course, some instructions, a quick start guide. All right, and we've got all the accessories over here. So we've got the pop filter that just kind of clips on there. We're gonna see how that fits up in a sec. And we've got the shock mount. Oh, and a windscreen in here as well. Very cool. And this is a pretty funky looking shock mount. Really dig that, actually. We'll put it all together in a sec. And then, of course, the microphone, the 441 Flex. All right, so it's got a little thing to remind you which is the front. Very nice looking microphone. I love the colors, the green and black. So I got to learn a little bit about this mic. I'm going to read that quick start guide, but there are, I think, 9 polar patterns on this microphone. So there's buttons to select them. Once you got the phantom power running, you can select all the different polar patterns, and there's a lot to choose from, so it's very cool. This is a great looking microphone, and I think it's going to sound amazing too. I'm really excited to give this a try. So let's see how this works with the shock mount here. Okay, so pop that in there. Tighten it up. You got access to your XLR. Okay, so very nice. Could pop that on a mic stand in a bit. And then you've got this. Oh, cool. It's magnetic. So that just pops on right like that. That's very handy. Oh, man. I love how easy that is. And, of course, if you're outside or doing something where there's, wind or whatever, you can just pop this over top, and it still looks pretty nice. All right, good stuff. Well, I'm going to pop this on a mic stand, and we're going to give it a try with some vocals and then as a drum overhead mic. I'm excited to give this a try. Okay, so here comes the fun part. I've got the XLR cable hooked up from the microphone to my interface, and I'm going to hit the phantom power right now. Check this out. All right, that's super cool. So like I said, there's 9 polar patterns that you can choose from. You can use the left and right buttons to scroll through them, which is very neat, and I'll probably have to play around with those a little bit later. I was also reading the quick start manual very quickly, and if you hold one of the buttons for a couple seconds, the logo will turn off if you want it a little dimmer. Or if you hold both the buttons for 5 seconds, it's almost like playing a little game. It will randomly choose a polar pattern for you. Maybe you can't decide on which one you want to use, so if you just hold those buttons, it will pick one for you. So that's very cool. So anyway, now let's try it out with some vocals. Okay, so here's the moment of truth. Let's see how this thing sounds. So there is no effects or anything on right now, no reverb, EQ, compression, anything like that. This is just microphone straight in. Hello, check 1, 2, 2, hello. And we'll put the magnetic pop filter on. Check 1, 2, hello. Well, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. How are you today? I'm not a voice actor, but I'm going to try. But this is dry. The microphone completely dry, no effects. We can scroll through the polar patterns. The second one here, hello, hello, hello. Hello, hello, hello. Hello, hello. Hello, hello, hello. Check 1, 2. All right. 2, 1, 2. And back home. So, maybe I'll do another video where I go through those a little bit more. We're just going to leave it at that for now. So let me throw a little bit of compression and reverb, maybe some EQ even, and we'll see what this will sound like for vocals. I'm not much of a singer, but we'll see what I can do. All right, here we go. So I put a tiny bit of EQ, a little compression, and then some reverb just to see how it would sound as a vocal mic. Hey June, yesterday, all my troubles seem so far away. I see you, something like that. Something like that. Let me throw a little delay on there for fun too. I can feel it coming in the air tonight. Oh Lord. This is pretty fun actually. Music is a world within itself, with a language we all understand. Imagine all the people living life in peace. You may say I'm a dreamer, but I'm not the only one. All right, so I'm really digging the sound for vocals right now. Let's take this over to the live room. I'm gonna set it up as a mono overhead for my drums, and I'm very excited to see how this is gonna sound.